I'm going to talk to you about why I think you should consider using cloth diapers for your next child. There's a lot of benefits to using cloth diapers. These are what helped me make my decision for my family to use cloth diapers. The cost savings, the environmental impact, the chemical dangers, and the positive impacts on child's development. The cost savings is astronomical when you compare using cloth and disposable diapers. Disposable diapers can cost you between $1,500 and $5,000 from birth to when your child is potty trained. In comparison, a stash of cloth diapers that will do the same amount of diapering costs between $400 and $900 depending on the type of diaper you get. When you add in the extra factors like detergent and water costs, it's still about half the cost of using disposables. There's a huge environmental impact that we as a society are having on the earth when we are putting our disposable diapers in landfills. We put 27.4 million disposable diapers each year in landfills. That's 3.4 million tons of diaper waste. And it takes 200 to 500 years for one of those diapers to decompose. So that means the first disposable diaper that we put in a landfill is still in a landfill. There's other parts to the environment that disposable diapers are harmful for. It uses a lot of wood and chlorine and chemicals to produce those diapers. And they use a lot of water for production. There's plastic packaging that they're in. The logistics to move those diapers around the country to each store, that's diesel fuel that's going into our ecosystem. And travel time to the store, garbage bags, travel to the landfill, all sorts of issues that you don't run into when you're using a cloth diaper. There's a lot of chemical components that I felt uncomfortable with diapering my children in. What made me look into cloth diapers was that my son peed through a diaper while he was sleeping, and he got pretty severe chemical burns. The chemical burns were bad. He had to go to the emergency room. He's fine now. He's 6. But it made me start looking into alternative methods of diapering my children. Dioxin is a chemical that is in diapers. It's in every mainstream diaper that you see on the shelves. Dioxin has been shown by the EPA to be a carcinogenic chemical to humans. So I don't quite understand why they are in diapers. The sodium polycrylate is the beads that are in the diaper. These are toxic to humans and animals. It's known to cause toxic shock syndrome. It can cause low birth weight in pregnant mothers who are handling the chemical. It can cause asthma, all sorts of issues that they found with this chemical. Also dyes and fragrances that can be really harmful to sensitive skin. Using disposable diapers using cloth diapers has shown in studies that children decide to potty train faster. They aren't quite sure why, but some of the ideas they have are the parental motivation or the fact that the parents are sick of washing diapers, so they push their child a little bit early to get out of diapers. The child can recognize the feeling of being wet when they're using cloth diapers. There's a material on the outside that prevents this wetness from leaking out, but because the inside is fabric, usually organic, the child can feel that they have eliminated into the diaper. And there was also a lot of corporate motivation in pushing disposable diapers on families and pushing the idea that you should wait for your child to tell you that they're ready to potty train. This idea wasn't introduced till 1961, and it was introduced by the same companies that produce all of our diapers today. It's interesting to hear that 90% of babies in 1957 who were cloth diapered, which was most of them, were potty trained as early as 18 months, and the average age of potty training now is 3 to 4 years. that study was very interesting for me to read about, because that shows that there's some validity in the statement. I added some sources, and thank you guys very much for listening to me. If you have any questions about it, I'm happy to answer.